whoever resonates with this video, you are going through some type of spiritual reconstruction at this time, okay? And it's affecting you in more ways than you realize, okay? Even something about your body is changing. The structure of your face is changing. It's almost as if you are morphing into this higher being, or you're morphing into something, into you, okay? It's like you've been hidden in plain sight. It's like this energy of a mask that was purposely put around your energetic field, around you, how you look, what you're morphing. And people is also watching this happen, okay? It's like suddenly there's gonna be some type of change. I'm definitely getting like some type of reconstruction. I channeled this message last night. Okay, yeah, you got abundance and gratitude with patience. I channeled this message last night when I was driving home. I started feeling some nerves in my face. And it felt as if I was I'm here under the knife, like I was getting some type of cosmetic surgery. But obviously I wasn't, so I took it as a spiritual allegory, right? And I felt these, like, it wasn't harmful or anything like that. It just, I almost feel like, you know how when your muscles jump or something like that. I was just feeling that in my face, and I heard in my spirit, you are being spiritually, you're under spiritual cosmetic surgery. Okay, cosmetic surgery could be significant for someone here. This could be something that you are doing, or this is something that you are thinking about doing, okay? You could be the doctor, okay? Or this is a field that you're thinking about going into. But I was definitely getting this spiritual ascension, all right? You could be somebody that has been feeling dizzy lately, or I'm getting like perspirating. All right, something about your breathing is significant, maybe short breaths. It's like you running out of breath really fast. I'm also getting this energy of like dizziness, like I said, like you feel like somebody's shaking you up. Like, you know how you shake up a bottle when everything is everywhere, all the elements and stuff in that bottle? This is the feeling that you get, like spurts of this energy where these are ascension symptoms, okay? You could be somebody that's dealing with lightheadedness or headaches, or you feel the need to go home from work early, or this energy where you don't even want to go to work for real. Your body telling you to stay home, but you got to leave early because you're not feeling well, and it's because your body is calling for some type of rest. Okay, rest. I'm also getting peace, something about a peace state. I'm also hearing peace sign, peace out, something about peace here, peace out. This could also represent, you know how they say, ooh, I just got it in two different ways. Peace out when you leave in a room. You are the peace that has left the room, is what I heard second. But the first thing I heard, peace out. It's like someone trying to disrupt someone's peace. Peace out, like let all the peace out. Or this could also represent what you once thought was peace. What gave you peace at one point in your life is now, it's not peaceful anymore. This is like I'm seeing somebody that once fit right in with the crowd, but slowly but surely you don't relate to the people or the circumstances that crowd come with. So you're slowly distancing yourself. And this could be in representing of anything: people, places, things, circumstances, thoughts. It don't matter, okay? Something about being more passionate, diving deeper into your passions, or something that your spirit is passionate about is calling you consciously. All right, I am so sorry. Welcome to the portal of alignment. Hey family, what's up? Listen, when I'm in the mood, baby. That's just what it is, okay? I just want to thank y'all for all of you guys' love and support. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. You might as well go ahead, get comfortable, because we gonna vibe out over here, okay? And if you are a returning family member, you know I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I hold you close to my heart, baby. Okay. I appreciate y'all. If you're looking for anything, personals, anything like that, everything is in the description box. Okay. I'm also getting this level of, like, with envy being in reverse, you don't feel that energy anymore. Like you graduated to a point where you can recognize when someone is envious of you, or they carry this spirit of jealousy, and you instantly know how to filter it out. Before, you were feeling these emotions, almost making them yours, thinking that it was you. Now, usually I see two birds in the grass looking for worms, but I'm seeing almost like a flock, even though it's only five. Five represent change, okay? But I'm also getting soul family. Not many people relate to you, or you are relatable to people. I also noticed that four of these birds are more closer together, while another one is a little bit further away, but they not that far. I'm also getting this energy of the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Something about family is significant. Healing family wounds, family ties, family soul ties. All right. Also realizing that these are people that lessons basically reincarnated in that you had to learn. I'm literally seeing a reincarnated lesson, something that you didn't learn before, something you came down here to learn, get over, so that way your soul, your spirit, your essence, you, all right, not the meat suit, can ascend. Okay. Like I said before, if you're interested in a personal reading, everything's in the description box. Shout out to the members. Okay, thank you for joining the channel, and automatically you get 7 entries into a raffle that I do, where I give away free readings. Okay, if you enter the raffle, you automatically get 7 entries. I think I said that already, but I'm so lost in what I want to channel that I'm forgetting about, commercial break shit, I feel like that's significant as well. Okay, a commercial break. I don't know why my cards seem like they in reverse. It just don't sit right to me. I also get this energy of trying to perfect something that's already, it was made that way, okay? Because spirit is telling me, no, don't do it. But I just get this urge to, I feel like I got to fix it, okay? So I feel like that's, forgiveness, discipline. You have learned that you don't have to be a hero to everybody else's problem to be favored and loved by God. In fact, being your own hero is how you save other people. That's the gag. Okay, everything or most of the things that we've been taught to adopt, we were tricked into adopting. Okay, because most times it's not true. And this don't necessarily gotta be a lie either, but I just feel this energy that it wasn't your truth. I'm also getting this energy of forgiving yourself for saying no and forgiving yourself for going the other way. I feel like I'm picking up on somebody who is always going through some type of ascension, or it's always a difference with you. You're very challenging, all right, for other people, other spirits, and also within yourself. You challenge yourself, you're open to learning, you question things. And this is not what the masses do. The masses fall in place, okay? Masses as in a mass amount of people, okay? Being some type of controlled subject, and you being the anomaly. You are the one that go against the grain, and they trying to figure out why is it that you don't want to fall in line, or something here hasn't fell in place. Okay, but if you're interested in entering the raffle, all you gotta do is pay $1. Or, like I said, I reward loyalty, people who are subscribed and comment genuinely, all right, and not trying to force, you know what I'm saying, they self to be seen. I see you, baby. I see you. I read my comments, okay? Yeah, everything in the description box, y'all. I'm gonna just get right into the message. Fuck all that shit. All right, because that's what I'm here for. I gotta get this out. Yeah, you are definitely going through time, and you know what? This transformation could have felt very wow. Yes, I can already tell that I'm gonna love this reading. All right, this transformation could have felt very slow, but you don't even see or enter. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit for what you've been through and how much you've healed. Instead of looking at what you need to fix, I think you need to rest in what's already been fixed. I think that this is a period Okay, and I keep saying I think when I know. All right, so I definitely feel this transition of you actually believing what it is that your spirit is telling you about people, about places, about projects, about yourself. Okay, I'm also getting this energy of resting in not moving. Like for somebody here, you move a lot, you got a lot going on all the time. Okay, it's just something about you. You always have to be stimulated. Even when you're sleeping, you have to listen to something in the background, like your ears have to be occupied instead of allowing your body to just rest. Okay, fasting, that's when you're sleeping. When you sleep, you fast. You take yourself away from the social media, from your phone. It's supposed to be from electricity. Your body's not getting no food. You know what I'm saying? The only thing now is that's out. It give your spirit a time to play from its construct, from its, I'll call it a jail. Okay, because the human form is the weakest form. Okay, but that don't mean you can't tap into the strength that's within you, that's making you able to walk around, the breath, the life, that spiritual aspect that we feel but we can't see. Even when you look in the mirror, you're just looking at your meat suit. All right, but when you look in the souls of your eyes, it's almost as if you can see what it is that I'm talking about. You are somebody where you look in people's eyes and you pierce their soul. Okay, people may have a hard time giving you eye contact. All right, I feel like I picked up on this energy yesterday as well, but somebody here is being spiritually transformed, and you're being transformed into such like, it's like a level of abundance that you never experienced. And it's now because I'm just getting this energy of you resting in that experience. Because before, you've always been abundant, but you didn't realize that your abundance was being spread thin with the people that you were associating yourself with the thoughts that you were having in abundance. All right, something about this abundant energy being transformed into beautiful abundance, and not the abundance that weigh you down, because anything can come in abundance. All right, but I'm also getting this energy of an abundance of power, an abundance of creative energy. You got red here. All right, I also woke up to my roof being cleaned, or they was blowing something off the roof. And at first I thought they was going to put a new roof, but I'm like, they just did the roofs. So something about your crown chakra, your head, maybe it is you need to clean your hair, or something about protecting that energy. Or I'm hearing you are protected, and I'm seeing different hues of purple. I'm also seeing indigo. All right, indigo child, indigo baby. Okay, I keep hearing an anomaly. Okay, I'm also just getting this energy of being patient with yourself as you transform. But I feel like this is not something that you are reaching for. It's something that you've now learned to rest in. I just keep hearing patience. I remember one time when I was writing in my journal outside, and I just felt so impatient. It was around the time when I first stopped working at Walmart. I said, fuck that shit, I'm not going back, bro. Like, I just can't. My spirit ain't there. I don't have no love for that shit, no matter how much I try to be. And I'm always the best at what I do. It just ain't for me. Like, sometimes just because you strong don't mean you gotta be the muscle. Just because you can do something don't mean you gotta pursue that something. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel turned on by somebody, you know, you in a relationship and you love your wife or your husband, you don't cheat. It's about having discipline, not just with sexual temptation, but discipline with being tempted to do something just because you can. Just because you can don't mean you should. That's a message for somebody. Okay, but where was I? I heard find my footing, but spirit just brought me back to it. Something about cleaning the crown, and something about a space being cleared because the foundation is being built, but I don't see a physical foundation. I see the spirit at the bottom. All right. Spirit is within everything. Life is within everything. Divine consciousness is within it all. Even the inanimate objects, because it took the consciousness to create that object. Okay, it's what I just heard. Discipline. Have I not been talking about discipline? Did I shuffle the cards or they been in my hand the whole time? Discipline with the way you love people as well. Somebody here, you could talk to yourself. Because I definitely was talking to myself. All right, peace. Now, I did flip. It was like this. How did I flip it? I don't know. But we're going to leave it in the upright because we already talked about peace and how peace out could mean you are the peace that's leaving out of something. All right. And as soon as you walk out, this could be like you was in a job. And as soon as you left that job, a lot of people start quitting after you because it's something about you and your presence that made them realize that this shit ain't right. This ain't me. All right. It could have been something that you were saying to these people. It just could have been the way you was moving around these people. All right. If not a job, anything that required you, it was like you were the glue to that situation. Okay. You were the peacemaker. This could even be a family dynamic or a family situation. Okay. And I also just get going through the emotions of leaving, going through the emotions of leaving something, a dynamic that you once felt forced to be comfortable in, because I don't feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you ever really felt comfortable in these situations. Yeah, you always doubted it because it was affecting your self-esteem, okay? And you knew it was time for a change because your imagination, your spirit, listen, your happiness was somewhere else. A lot of people could have told you that your dreams, your aspirations, maybe you speak on this, they didn't believe in you. Or they could have even been vocal about it and said, man, that's fucking ridiculous. Or they looked at you and you just knew they wasn't feeling it. Or energetically, you just knew after you said what you said, they wasn't feeling it. For whatever reason, this could be envy. Why didn't I think of it first? Or this could be, who the fuck this bitch thinks she is? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly who she thinks she is. The fuck? Okay? And I just get you resting in that and being comfortable in being different. Okay? Realizing that what made you happy was the right path, even if it made other people feel some type of way. It's not your job to coddle how another motherfucker feel, bro. It's not. It's not your problem how somebody else feel. Even if the feeling is good, that's a feeling that they gotta rest in. You can either take me for what I am, or you can come up against me, and that wouldn't be very wise. That's what I'm getting, okay? But what you imagined, what you dreamed of, it made you happy. That's where your happy place was. This could be painting. This could be writing. This could be dancing. This could be singing. This could be wearing booty shorts because you just feel way more free. But people always make you feel like you need to put on some clothes. This could even be stripping because I feel like I'm picking up on, like, somebody here, you used to be a stripper, but you felt your most free on the pole. It's like nothing else mattered. Okay, yeah, you were doing it for the money, but I'm picking up on somebody here that just loves to dance and move their kundalini. And they don't care who watching. Okay? I'm just seeing a woman on the pole, and it's so this could even be something that you admire to see. Like, somebody here could go to strip clubs, not for the fact that the women are naked, but the feminine essence. Or this could be something like you go to strip clubs and you don't understand why you like it, because of the feminine energy and the way that they are allowing. It's like a snake, okay? The cobra dancing to, y'all know cobras dance to music. Cobras is also one of those snakes that can stand as tall as a human, a 6 feet human. Like they got legs or some shit. Defying gravity at this bitch. Also, the cobra is also that symbolism that they used back in ancient Egypt. Because I'm seeing a snake-like deity on a person's, flickering on a person's forehead. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, that is how our anatomy is. If you took everything off and just your spine in your head, you would see Kundalini is significant. Aligning your chakras. Okay, this is what's being enlightened. I'm literally seeing a light beam from the tailbone up. Okay, but spirit is all within it. I'm also hearing Ouroboros. Okay, look that up. That's when a snake is eating its own tail. But I don't know what that got to do with this, because I'm also seeing this energy of infinity. Like, although it's from the tail up, I'm still seeing the upper chakras or this spiritual divine essence being infused even at the bottom. Okay, this is just reminding me that everything is one. Even when you think something is bad or goes against whatever it is, it's still a part of that consciousness. It's still a part of our reality. It's still a part. Okay, and it has to play its part. So somebody is definitely doing some type of shadow work, or you accepted your shadow self. Okay, I'm gonna keep these just for future reference. All right, but I'm just getting this energy of no longer accepting the doubt that other people have put on you. Yeah, you not persevering through whatever that was always going to lead you to some type of adversity, because people wanted you to serve them for what they needed you for. They didn't want you to serve yourself, which is crazy. So how dare you go out and you heal? How dare you leave this relationship and go to the gym, get fine as fuck, and think you just gonna I hear like, this motherfucker can't even fathom to understand how you transformed the way you did. They felt like you was hiding this from them. But little do you know, nigga, you was the reason, or woman. You know what I'm saying, bitch? You know what I'm saying? How dare you? How fucking dare you go out and give all that love you was giving to me? It's definitely giving Chris Brown residual. All right, how fucking dare you? Yes, small regrets and longing. And then there go that snake again. Someone here could have been obsessed with snakes, or something about snakes here is significant. Someone's name could be Lexi, Lexa, Lex, Tally. I'm also hearing Tone, BB. All right, somebody here could have definitely been a fighter. All right, something about anger issues here where you had to transmute something. Yes. All right, witch, experimentation, rebellion, the witch. Okay, it's definitely giving me witch trials, like being ostracized for having a supernatural power and calling it demonic just because of whatever. But in reality, it was never demonic. It was just not for the public to be able to have access. It's like a power that the public already have was taken away from them and used against them. Take that how it will. You understand? You understand, okay? Understand, overstand, okay? I just heard, because I ain't standing on the shit. Listen. I'm just a messenger, baby. Okay, I get it. All right. Let's see what else going on. I hope y'all having a beautiful day. And I usually start my readings out with saying, I hope you had a beautiful day, and hopefully you showed up for your world. Because if you can't show up for your world, you can't show up for the world. All right, always keep that in mind. All right. Okay, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Somebody here is going through some type of spiritual reconstruction. You've been feeling a lot of ascension symptoms because you are rising. All right, I'm hearing rising to the top. Something here is literally at it's like seconds away from its boiling point. And then once it gets to its boiling point, you know, it naturally start going back into the state it was in, because when the air rise, it have to fall once it get too heavy. So it's definitely reminding me of rain. All right, you could definitely have a special connection to water or your imagination. Something about dolphins or dolphins' intelligence. All right, something about marine life here. I'm picking up on somebody who could have worked at some type of fish store. Maybe you recently got some fish, a fish tank. You could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. Okay, I'm also hearing crabbing. All right, I'm getting fishing. Maybe this is something one of your ancestors enjoyed doing. Okay, or you enjoy doing. All right, I'm here riding the waves. Something about surfing is also significant. This could even be surfing the waves or your mental as well. All right, allowing yourself to flow instead, flow with the multitude of thoughts instead of embodying them or allowing them to control you. Is giving schizophrenic, but somebody who knows how to control it. It's giving what I'm doing, tapping into a channel. and pulling whatever it is that I see out of that channel. Okay, something about a frequency and the divine frequency. I'm going back to divine consciousness. Where did this all begin is what I'm hearing. Questions. Okay, you got the king and the adventurer. All right, I'm getting a very steamy, passionate energy as well. Okay, I will not be a puppet is what I just heard when I realized that this card fell. Okay, it's puppets here. I'm also getting this energy of what was once controlling you, you've now taken control of it, and you're using it to control others, but not in a sense, well, I don't know, whoever you are, depending on your intention, but I'm picking up more so light intentions. Like, for example, the only example that's coming to my mind is what I'm doing right now, right? I'm using my ability, my wisdom, my prowess to open your mind to something that maybe you've never heard before or heard it like that before. This is the type of control that I'm getting. All right, a control. I'm also hearing a control that's invited, right? And it's not like I'm trying to control you, but it's kind of, I'm trying to make sure that you really understand what I'm trying to say without feeling. And spirit is saying why. I get it, because a lot of people don't like or to admit that they give their control away. But in reality, if you watch tarot, there is an element of you seeking answers, feeling like something is out of control, so you need the confirmation to bring yourself back to center. Okay, we all do it, we all watch it. Sometimes we allow circumstances, situations to put us out of our element and cause us to be upset, when in reality being upset about it ain't gonna change the shit. If anything, you're just gonna feel more stagnant and upset. We all have felt victims to some type of control. But I'm just getting this energy of you taking control of that control and using it for your benefit. A lot of control energy. Somebody could be a control freak, or you just ran into a lot of people that wanted to control your energy, make you sit down, and they siphon and get some type of riches. Okay, something about your blood is significant. I was also channeling too, and my, what is this, left eye is twitching. All right, that's usually a good omen. All right, look up what a left eye twitch is. All right, I'm also hearing being watched. Somebody could have also almost been kidnapped. I'm getting this energy of taken, if y'all seen that movie. Okay, being taken. I'm also getting this element of being invited somewhere and disappearing off the face of the earth, and everybody pursuing you as dead, but in reality, you were taken for some type of scientific project or something like that. I'm also getting this energy that it started out in school with these gifted programs. All right, they weren't taking everybody's child because they needed the program to stick, but some kids were being were disappearing. I'm also getting this energy of this one person, I forgot what his name. I'm hearing Emmett Till, but this is not Emmett Till. Okay, somebody here's child went missing, and the whole time he was wrapped up in the school's some shit he was wrapped up in, and when they found that baby, his organs was missing. Okay, it's giving that type of energy. Now I'm tapping back into that Henrietta Lacks story, where it's like somebody's cells is being used, but I feel like this time it was hidden. All right, there's something here that they're studying in regards to your DNA, and they can't put their finger on it because you are exhibiting qualities that only those with a certain type of DNA, that a certain part of their DNA or brain unlocked, and they're usually seeing some type of frequency or something in the blood of that person, but they don't see it in you. Okay, I could even be speak to somebody that have no clue. It's like you've been going undetected, but you're doing something here that's making you seen, that's making people question. Like you've been going undetected, like something has always been in your blood, but this is giving me like they never was able to see it because God had it hidden. and now they're questioning, or now they need something from you to test it. I'm just getting this test subject. What the hell? What the hell-y? What the hell-y on? How many minutes? We 30 minutes in, 29 minutes in. Okay, 2029. Something about 2029 is going to be significant. Okay, I know that's a little ahead of our time. Somebody here has always been ahead of their time. Okay, I saw captain earlier. I'm here. I'm the captain of this boat. Somebody has literally taken control of their own power, and it's so beautiful. Okay, you got the catalyst. Yes. Radical changes and taking control. I've been talking about changing control this whole time, but this time the power is in your hands. Okay, somebody here has gifted hands. Okay, you can awaken people with just a touch. Excuse me. And there's a need for you to shield, all right, and protect your energy. But I feel like here you always been protected, but something about extra protection, new levels, new devils is what I just heard. Okay, you got the priest. It's also reminding me of the high priestess. They talk about perseverance and faith. Now earlier, your perseverance was in reverse, and it's purple, which let me know in order for you to be tapped into the higher realms of your chakras, you have to have some type of faith, because you have to believe in something that your ethereal body is feeling, and something that your physical body is not seeing. Okay, but they talk about radical changes. I'm definitely getting the Tower card. Like something here is changing about you, and it's gonna feel like overnight. But you don't understand that the little things that you've been contributing to this transformation is the reason why it's all coming together right now at this time. This is also reminding me of a whole bunch of blessings, a whole bunch of gifts, a whole bunch of things that you've been asking and praying for and commanding coming all at one time. Like today you get an email, tomorrow you on the plane, the next day you signing a fucking contract. It's like being in a whole new world, okay, a whole new realm. Okay, the only thing that's constant is change, is what I just heard. Okay, and you're only going to elevate more and more every day, every week. Okay, by this time next year, you're going to be a totally, completely different person. I'm even hearing by December, I'm getting by September. It's like every month you're elevating to a new level. Something about the moon cycles, and it's so funny because as you're elevating, people who try to come up against you, every moon cycle, they're getting sicker, they're getting weaker, they're getting broker. Like, I want to tell this story. Is it okay? All right. So, not necessarily a story, but something that I was channeling yesterday. And it's crazy because, don't judge me, motherfucker, okay? I was in the car talking to y'all, literally, not on record, none of that shit. I felt like I was at my table channeling, talking to y'all, and I was having a whole goddamn conversation about how people have always took me as a sucker, somebody who head is in the clouds, don't know none, or they dumb, what they believe in is unrealistic, all that good jazz, right? But it has always worked in my favor, even when I did not realize it. Okay, and I was having this conversation with my friend, and I was like, why is it all my life, like I asked her, I said, what is it about me? Like, I wish I could see myself through the eyes of another person. What do you see where you say, oh yeah, she a duck, yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of her, yeah, like, because I'm not understanding, because I like to think that I'm smart, I'm intelligent, you know what I'm saying, which I know that, but I just was trying to understand from somebody else's perspective, not just me being outside of me, literally being somebody else. And she was like, well, Shay, you always so nice, and you gentle, you sweet, and all of that type of stuff, and they never expect you to be a warrior when they take advantage of that. All right. And see, I never expected that for a while too, because my grandma always taught me, treat people how you want to be treated, and that stuck with me for life. So I didn't understand the concept of what other people were doing because that wasn't my perspective. Everybody not going to be you. I learned a lot from her just telling me that through experiences, right? And the reason why I keep myself single, or the reason why I try not to have that many friends, because the moment that you think that you want to take advantage, I ain't say act on it. The moment you think you want to take advantage, whatever follow me that's protecting me, that warrior spirit in me is on your ass. Unbeknownst to me, I don't be knowing what be going on. All I ask for and command from the higher realms is protection, and they take that shit serious. I done seen leaving people, once I take my energy back, people go through the fucking worst because they had hidden motives that I knew nothing about. So I started telling myself, maybe I should just start walking around here with the mean face, so that way people can stop fucking with me. And Spirit said, you ain't got to do that. Your purpose is to be pure, and let us take care of that. Keep your hands clean. And now I'm learning, I'm walking into embracing that about myself. I don't have to be mean. I don't have to be a bitch, because that's not me anyways. I mean, I can be, depending on the circumstance and the situation, and don't mind being that, but that's not an energy that I like. But I understand that it's there. I embrace it when it need to be. You think you're going to talk to me crazy? Man, so many bosses, people who feel like they are ranked higher in this lower level, always try, like, y'all, when I tell you, I don't have so many motherfucking issues with bosses, people who, like I said, got a title where they're your manager or something like that. And I don't give a fuck what manager it was. Head manager, CEO. If I did not feel like you ranked spiritually enough to be leading me, I didn't take you serious. You probably ain't never knew I ain't take you serious, because I know how to play my fucking role to get what I need and get what I want. I know how to play stupid and be the smartest motherfucker in the room. I know how. Listen, I ain't trying to expose who I am, but what I'm trying to say is embrace you, because you can only be you to the full capacity. You can't be nobody else. And why be upset with the gifts that God have endowed you with? Why be upset at your purpose and try to change yourself to fit a narrative? Why would I want to be mean so people can leave me alone? Fuck with me if you want to, and you gonna find out. And that's all I gotta say. I'm speaking to somebody that carry this energy. I'm not saying this for no reason. I don't get on here and try to talk about me, because the magic is in the work. The beauty is in the work. I don't have to. And this is a message. You don't got to. All you got to do is show up. And naturally you show out, even when you don't try. It's not something that you do on purpose. And it's a lot of people that may be in your vicinity, your energy, that's envious of that. A lot of people that always try to control that. Parents, siblings, friends, try to put you in a box. Try to starve, okay? Because I'm seeing fire, and you know fire, it get bigger and bigger the more oxygen it's allowed to have. So I'm just getting this energy of suffocating you from life, from your life, whether this is to actually kill you off, make you feel dim, or to siphon it for themselves. But they had to put you in that state of mind in order to do so. The moment you rebel, wait, I said rebel because I seen the card on here that it did say rebel. And you let them know that they have no power over you. It's like all hell break loose. But for them though, unless you allow yourself to be consumed by that. Because for a long time I did. For a long time I let this one manager, boy, listen. And I used to say to my friend, bro, I'm okay with everything else in my life, but he got to get it. And it was not until I let that shit go that he got it. Because it's not my job. I leave that to my ancestors. I leave that to my spirit warrior. I leave that to my angels. If I wanted to, I could have did something, but I don't even play like that, because I know the magic is in me. I don't gotta do nothing but let it go. And once I let it go, baby, they ain't gonna let you go until you learn your lesson. Anyway, don't sleep on yourself. Okay, you had a card in here said the waker, and now you got one that said the sleeper. People always slept on you. But the crazy part is they slept on you in your weakest state, and you are being transformed, emerging into such a powerhouse, more of a powerhouse than you ever been. And it's almost shocking. It's giving me this image of what they try to, when they in the Bible, when they say, and mind you, I'm not religious. I grew up Christian, but I don't associate with any religions. I am my religion. I am that. Okay, I lean on my own understanding. All right, but in the Bible, they were saying how you can't see God because the light is too bright. Anybody that tried to see, nobody has ever seen God because the light is too bright. All right, and now that I'm thinking about it, a light being too bright means that it's blinding you. Like it was purposely meant for you not to see God. They didn't want you to know every time you looked in the mirror or you did anything or you looked outside that you saw God in everything. It's also reminding me of the sun. You could sun gaze, but not when it's at a certain time or at a certain peak. Okay, so something about you being revealed or unraveled at the perfect time. Okay, and I was just talking about cause and effect. Because you were blinded by my purity. She nice and cuddly and sweet. She'll do anything around here, just self-sacrificing, trying to prove something to somebody that didn't need no proof. They already knew what was up. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Okay, this says cause and effect and clarity. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I just feel like at this point, the cards are just falling to confirm what I'm already saying. All right, you see the beauty in that, the magic in that. I'm just your confirmation. Don't ever, ever. And if you listen to somebody that's telling you that they the gateway to your higher power or your higher knowledge, you don't need to be listening to them. And I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be the preacher. Because you go to God yourself. You don't need a middleman. You don't. And I don't care who that middleman is. Because who's to say that the story that you believe is the truth? Who's to say what you believe in ain't the reason why? Look, enchanter. This is giving me being under some type of spell. The truth being turned upside down purposely to blind you and take you away from it. What if all this shit was designed to take us away from God? What if? I'm not saying it's true, y'all. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. But what if, bro? Look, you got the poet. Somebody here could write poetry. This came out first when I was talking about snakes. All right, you got the aspirin. Something about aspirin, medicines, pharmaceuticals is significant here. Ambition, diligence, and setbacks. I feel like Spirit is saying, now that I thought about that, how these medicines and this food is being genetically engineered, causing you to lose your ambition, causing you to be thrown off, creating setbacks in your life, and you blindly following it because this is what you grew up knowing. This is what your parents grew up knowing. All right. But something about breaking that mold. Like I'm literally seeing somebody in a mold, in a cast for years. All right. And then all of a sudden their true form start breaking through it, and the mold is cracking and they're getting bigger. It's reminding me of like the giant and the beanstalk. Okay, when that seed grew all the way up to heaven. Okay, something about a higher consciousness is definitely significant. All right, and then you got storyteller, viewpoints, and control, but that shit was in reverse, which means, like I said, somebody is breaking out of a mold. The stories that they told you, you're realizing, was that true? You could be questioning this. And the fact that you chose to go down that journey of questions is what was the catalyst to this change. It started changing areas of your life that you didn't even know existed. Started hitting and healing points that you didn't know you were suffering from. Okay, I did want to tap into some tarot. Somebody here could be a musician, and your music is very alluring. It's very captivating. It's very, I'm hearing serendipity or something about you and music, okay? And frequencies is what I'm getting. Something about an engineer or a producer here with frequencies is significant. But yours inspire, promote gratitude. Maybe this is also something you could be teaching people about. Like, I'm seeing somebody on TikTok, male and females of all different facets and kind, that's going on this journey of being awakened, and you are taking your studies to the internet for people to see. So as you're awakening yourself, you're awakening other people, okay? Or this could be through whatever art that you have, whatever endeavor that you do. It don't gotta be social media. It could literally be painting. It can be dancing, like I said, even at the strip club. Like, people don't even know that in places where the devil's supposed to be hiding, God be all up and through that shit. It just be in disguise. But we were meant and taught to judge these people, judge circumstances and situation. Like me, for example, right? I used to think to myself, like, as I was growing and morphing into, you know, this beauty that I am, all right, that what if that person was stealing because they didn't have the money? Why should they be punished and go to jail? You know, and I used to think like that because I understood the construct of how everything is put in place. Almost everything is meant for you to feel some type of energy that's in the lower realms. You got people out here that steal because that's what they want to do, and people out here that steal because that's what they got to do. But how could I blame the person who's poor and they doing it for their family because their intentions are pure? And that's just a small example. That's why it's important not to judge people and look at things from a different perspective. Okay, I'm going to pull a few of these cards. I don't know why I'm seeing a star card in my third eye. All right. You got the Two of Pentacles. Your ability to adapt, your ability to have your hands in multiple things. I'm also getting this energy of somebody who is multi-talented. Like, you got a lot of talents. You can sing, you can dance, you can draw, you can, like, multi-talented. You can act, you can fucking, I don't know, jump off the building and somehow don't break a bone, bitch. I don't know. I don't know, okay? Give me one more. I just saw the star card with the High Priestess. Somebody here is very tapped in. All right. It's like you are the channel. You know how I said I'm tapping into a channel and pulling messages down? I'm seeing somebody who is the channel. Like, all you got to do is press a certain button, hit a certain nerve, and now you're able to do a different talent. Like, somebody here, you can draw and you don't even know it. It's like once you put your mind to something, you become it and it becomes you. All right, a true emergence. The Magician, baby. I've been talking about the Tower card. There's a lot of spiritual action being taken in your life right now. A lot of things going on for you that you have no idea about. And it's just going to seem like everything just fell in place. And it's because you chose to follow your spirit. And you left this burning fucking bridge. This could be school. This could be construct. This could be a corporation. This could be a mindset. This could be a relationship. You broke that shit up. All right. This is like electricity. Waking some up like, hey. All right. Something that, yeah, a radical change that you don't see coming. And then you on top. After a time of being on the bottom. Enjoying life through the eyes of your inner child. Okay, obviously there's always going to be people that try to get one up on you because they just want to be a challenge. But fuck them. All right, fuck you. Fuck you. Y'all, let me get out of here because I will talk you to death. All right, if you haven't noticed. Okay. Thank you guys for everything. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you made it to the end of this video, put some volcanoes emojis in the description box. But I appreciate you guys. If you look for anything, you can find me in the description box. Did I say put volcanoes in the description box? Lord, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. yeah, I appreciate you guys. Peace.